Hello. I'm Unibot, your helpful home tutor. Before we begin, may I please ask for your name? Also, what subject would you like to learn today and what time would you like to set as your class time?
Omeni Idris, a Cameroonian from the southwest region of Cameroon. This is a chatbot that I had to work on as a project, and it's meant such that it's supposed to be able to teach verbally. And teaching verbally means it has to be able to understand whatever the student or the person is communicating with is saying via words being communicated to the computer, and whatever the person has to learn, it teaches the student through that process via voice commands too. Hello there.
Hello. I'm Unibot, your helpful home tutor. Before we begin, may I ask for your name please? Also, what subject would you like to learn today and what time would you like to set as your class time? I will set a reminder for that time.
You can call me Idris, and I would like to learn physics today.
Hello Idris. It's nice to meet you. I'd be happy to help you learn. Regarding the subject, may I please have a list of topics you're interested in, so I can provide you with an outline. Once you've chosen a topic, we can dive deeper into it. And please let me know when you'd like to end the class.
With this, the various subjects it's going to teach you on, to select the subject, you now get into the outline of that subject and keep on breaking it down based on your area of focus. Unlike the other assistants we have, like the Google Assistant, the Apple Siri and the Amazon Alexa, that are capable of interacting with you based on what you ask them or what you speak with them, this is designed such that it takes lead of the conversation. That is, even if you're quiet for a moment, it doesn't just wait for you to say something before it responds, but it leads the conversation, checking up to make sure that you are following up with the class, and of course asking you questions that could see if you're following up and where you're lagging. It helps you understand.
My name is Awaziko Winsmano Ambani. I'm a Cameroonian currently living in Nigeria. I worked on an AI system that could automate the process of taking down the minutes for a meeting. To be able to automate the process of taking down the minutes of a meeting, the project was separated into two major parts. The first part was to be able to identify a speaker from their voice. And then the second part is to be able to transcribe an audio meeting both in real life or maybe just the sound file. For speaker identification, we have two major parts. First, we need to enroll the user. When we enroll the user, we are collecting 30 seconds of the user's voice. That is what we're going to use to train the model. That is, the model is going to be able to label that name, the 30 seconds audio, to a particular user, such that whenever it hears that voice next time, it's able to attribute it to that name. So if it hears another voice that is not related, it's going to say, oh, this voice is unknown. So that's the enrollment phase, and we have now the verification phase too. Okay, there were several factors that could affect the rate at which the accuracy of the model, that is the background noise. Once you recorded an audio, if the environment was silent and then you're trying to recognize the speaker and the environment is noisy, there the model is going to show some errors. So I had to use a speech synthesis model to be able to remove background noise from the recorded audio. With that, I was able to combat that issue.
My name is Oluwatomilola Fayomi. I'm a graduate of Covenant University and I do robotics at RAIN. The 3D printing class was a very educative class. We learned, prior to this class, we had already learned how to design 3D models using Fusion 360. So this class was basically how to transfer this Fusion 360 into like what we can see, prototypes we can see. So he taught us about the concept of CNC, that's computer numerical control. He taught us that CNC is not a tool but a concept, and he taught us, explained to us the basic principle of CNC and how to convert our graphical designs into mathematical computations. He told us to design rings using the Fusion 360, which we already knew how to use. So we just designed it, and then he told us we now use the slicer tool to change it to G code, and then from there we we use the 3D printing machine to print out our different our rings.
My name is Sean Lanio. I graduated from Ibadan International School, IIS. The current project I'm working on is basically a spyware antivirus detection app that is able to detect any software that is using hardware on your computer without permission. Then it then sends a message in the form of a queue message box to the user, asking the user whether he or she wants these processes to be shut down or keep on running. If the user types no or yes, regardless, it is saved within a CSV file that I created to make sure that it is registered in the system and the system knows that this app is not allowed to use hardware or is not allowed to just run at all without user's permission. This project is still yet to be complete. I'm still having a few challenges to work out. The challenge that I'm currently facing right now is that in the CSV file, even when the processes are shut down, when I open the computer again, it now runs it all over again. Permissions that I've said that these systems can run. It then asks me again when I've reopened the laptop and when I've shut it down. So yes, I'm planning on tweaking out my code in order to create no, not an exception, but just to create some kind of loop so that it stops scanning it once I've said yes.